I'm going to show you how to paint. Painting a room can dramatically change the look and feel of your home. It's an inexpensive way to transform space, and with the right preparation you can achieve professional looks. The key to success in any painting project is the surface preparation. Make sure that you have filled all the cracks and the holes in your walls. Make sure that you've sanded your walls, and make sure that you've given them a good clean down and they're nice and dry and ready for the paint to stick to. The main things to consider when preparing a room for painting is to clear it of any furniture and to tape up any hardware in the room, and to make sure that power points are taped up and things like that so they're not going to get covered in paint. Skimping on the prep work is probably the biggest mistake people make, so take the time to do it right. When it comes to choosing a colour, it can be a little overwhelming at times, but there are a few tips that you can consider. Why not look at the dominant pattern in the room, maybe pick a colour from your rug or a painting, or you can work from light to dark using a light colour on the ceiling, a mid colour on the walls, and leaving a darker colour for your flooring. When it comes to choosing paint, there are two types of paint. There are water-based paints and there are oil-based paints. Water-based paints are the paints that we generally use on our ceilings, our walls, and we keep our oil-based paints for surfaces like trims and architraves and doors because they'll take a bit of a bashing. That's why we paint them in oils, so that you've got a long, strong, lasting finish on them. So to paint a room, you need to consider how much paint you need to use. 1 litre of paint will cover roughly 16 square metres. So if your walls happen to be a little more porous or a bit more textured, you may need to allow another 20% to get the same coverage. Drying times can vary between products, so it's always a good idea to check your can for more information. You will need to use sealer, undercoat or primer if you are working on new walls, if you have repaired scuffs or marks on walls, or if you are going over existing paint which is darker in colour. The two most used pieces of equipment in painting are obviously brushes and rollers. Brushes are used for cutting in around your walls and your ceilings, and they're also used to do your trims, skirting boards and around your window frames. Rollers are a quick and efficient way to fill in the big areas when painting. Whenever you're painting, you will need to consider safety. Safety glasses and masks are always a good idea to use. So painting is actually one of the biggest projects that most people take on in their home. Anyone can do painting, and with the right surface preparation you're going to get great professional results. A little bit of effort can go a long way.